Well, this is what we're going to be making today. This beautiful ground beef, caramelized onion, mozzarella cheese pie. Ooh, come on, let's get cooking. Hello there, good morning, welcome to my cooking channel. My name's John from Cooking Around the World. Today I'm going to be answering a question that somebody asked me. Can you make an Italian style pie? And I thought, yes I can. So this is what we're going to cook today. We're going to use mushrooms in with our ground beef to give it a nice chewy texture. We're going to use mozzarella cheese inside the pie combined with caramelized onions. And this is going to give us a lovely sweet flavour and a very creamy mixture as well. We're going to make a gravy around that beef, and we're going to encase it all in a beautiful puff pastry. I'm starting to drool already, so let's get cooking. Right, in with a little bit of oil. This is just to stop the ground beef from attaching itself to the bottom of the pan. Then we'll pop that in, and we're going to brown it so that we get a little bit of caramelization and a fond, which is that caramelization on the bottom of the pan. Then we'll come back and we'll add our beautiful mushrooms. Right, there's our beef cooking nicely. Now let's see how much fat there is. There it is. We'll need to drain that off. So I'm going to put that in a sieve and drain it off. While I'm draining the mince, you can have a look at the fond that's collected on the bottom of the pan. We'll put some stock in here and get rid of that. Right. In with our stock. Let's move that around and get all that fond off the bottom of the pan. Right. Now we're going to add back in our minced beef and our mushrooms. There's our minced beef back in. And here's our mushrooms. Right, while that's cooking, let's get on and caramelize our onions. In a new pan, put about half a tablespoon of butter and about the same in oil. Right, I'll take that off the heat while I'm chopping up the onions. Right, here's some of our onions. Right, there's our onions cooking away quite nicely. They're going to take at least another 15 minutes until they're nice and soft and golden brown. Meanwhile, when the onions are ready, we'll add some cornflour and water to this to make a thick gravy, and then we'll assemble our pies. Right, let's add we've got 1 tablespoon of cornflour, 2 tablespoons of water. I'm just going to let this cool off as my onions finish caramelizing. Right, those onions are so soft and well cooked and caramelized. They're about to join each other, so we'll just turn our heat down and let them cool off. Firstly, lightly flour your board and then gently unravel your pastry, and you'll want enough for 2 of these. So this will provide our bases, or the bottom casing of the pie. Then cut around your pies like so. And we'll then put them into their pie dishes like this. So just gently feed them in as evenly as you possibly can. There we go. Now what you'll want to do is hold it with your knuckle and then just spread the corners spread the edges out like this, so that the top part of the pie has something to grab hold of. There we are, there's one ready. Let's do the next one. There we are, there's our next one done. I'll do all four and then we'll get filling them. There we have all four pies ready to be filled. I'll put them to one side and I will make the lids for these pies first. Right, for this next part, keep a cup of flour handy, you might need it. In fact, I will just give it another light dusting here. And then this is the leftover pastry from the first sheet. We'll cut it in half. Each one of these will be our lid. So we want to try and get a nice round ball if we can. It doesn't always work that way. And roll them out to roughly the same shape as your pie. There we are. Just encourage that to join if we can. If not, we'll just... There we are, that's perfect. Now I'll do one of these and then in the background I'll do the remainder. So that's our lid sitting there. Let's start with our meat filling. Now remember to leave plenty of room in the top of these. So this is nicely cooled now, and look how thick that gravy is. Beautiful. Ooh, I can't wait to try these. Rightio. Now let's get our second spoon here, and you want a good tablespoon of your caramelized onions. Just beautiful. Then your mozzarella, and just get chunks of this, and then on top of that some of your grated edam cheese, and then on top of that the top for your pie. Push that down together. You don't need to make a seal because you want the pie to be vented. So I think the next one I'm going to put a bit less filling in there. That looks like it may start to burst in the oven. We'll see. I'll put a tray underneath it to make sure if it does I catch any filling before it goes into the bottom of the oven. Now put this with your remaining pastry for your next top, And egg wash time. Oh no, crimping time. Use a fork. Excellent way to crimp your pies and at the same time create a lovely effect. There we go. Now on with our egg wash. This will give it a lovely shiny golden brown texture. Not that I think you'll have any problems getting volunteers to taste this. And then just 2 slits should be fine. Give you plenty of ventilation. Right, I'll do the other 3 and then we'll put them in the oven. Well, here they are, straight out the oven. I cannot tell you how beautiful these look. The colour of that pastry. And the one that I put a bit too much in, yes, it did squirt out the side, but that's okay. Let's get one of these out of its pie dish and onto a plate so we can have a taste. Right, let's cut this open and see what it's like. Look at that. So you can see already the layers of cheese, the caramelized onion, and this beautiful flaky puff pastry. Wow. Let's get into this. Wow. Well, I strongly recommend you make these. They're so delicious. Wow. I'm blown away with that. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you on my next recipe.